Okay, so here's my brief Otakon recap. Cause I was supposed to upload a video after the day after Otakon, but I was mad tired. As many of you know, I my foot got run over by a car on Saturday, and yeah, like I pretty much just put a damper on my entire weekend. But yeah, I mean, I got to do a little bit at the con aside from that. I won the Street Fighter tournament and got a freaking Halo hat as the prize. Like, they don't tell you that, you freaking spend all that money to get in the convention, and once they get your freaking money, they give you a freaking Halo hat. Like, it's stupid. They make you play for third place. They had a third place match and everything, and you don't even get anything. Like, ridiculous. They had to play on a freaking PS3 on a freaking 70-inch lag TV, and I'm freaking got annoyed by this freaking Oni player that stood up and was like hitting me with freaking cross-up resets and stuff, man. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, overall though, like this trip was kind of a disaster for me. I mean, aside from hanging out with friends and I try to make the best of it, but it's some of those things like like I said, I really don't want to travel alone anymore unless I have someone that like I can trust with my life with me. Like it's irritating, like having to deal with people. No offense, I like hanging out and getting to know new people better. That's one reason I enjoy these trips. But it's better if I have someone that I fully trust with me, because like otherwise incidents like this wouldn't happen. Like I don't have to room with people that I'm not fully comfortable rooming with, and it causes little things like this to happen. Like, okay, I'm getting my stuff out the car, and the girl just freaking, with the door open in the car, decides to, drive off while I'm getting my stuff in the car and runs over my foot. Like, that kind of stuff, like, it's like I wouldn't have been in that situation if I had gone with people that I was fully comfortable with, because we would have flew there, and I wouldn't have had to fly out. I mean, I wouldn't have had to stay like an hour away from the venue and all this other stuff. So I don't know. I don't want to put anyone on blast right here, but I mean, the whole situation just freaking irritated me. And I know it wasn't intentional, but it's just like it also look at on me. It's for like, I keep telling myself I'm gonna stop traveling alone, and then I do it anyway, because in reality I don't have anyone to travel with. Like, there's very few people that can do what I do and actually like survive off of it. And it's like, but I don't know if I'm going to survive doing it much longer. I almost feel like God's telling me to stop doing it with all the things that have been happening. Like, I've had more crap happen to me over the last few years than like most people who have been traveling much longer than me. And like, it really doesn't help that like I have like bad anxiety attacks when I'm in an unfamiliar area without anyone I don't know. Because at a lot of these events, I mean, I have friends to hang out with, but they're more of like, not like close type friends that I can hang out with the whole time. It's just like hang out with them for a couple hours, get lunch, take some pictures, play some games, and then they just kind of go do their own thing. Then I'm back alone, and then I just start kind of freaking out and like having anxiety attacks and just And that's the small part. I mean, the worst part is just the freaking crap luck I have with some of this stuff. I mean, I plan the best I can with everything, but sometimes things just don't go right, and ugh, I don't know. Like, so the last few trips, something really bad has gone wrong every single trip. Like, I mean, I try to look at the good things that have happened on them, and, I mean, that's what keeps me doing it, honestly, but the bad is really starting to outweigh the good in sense of, like, if I keep doing this, like, it's just gonna end up ruining me. Like, I could have very easily ended up crippled this weekend. I am very fortunate that the damage is only minor, and I should be good to go in a few weeks. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. But I mean, I could have lost my foot easily, and that scares me, and I could have lost my life last year after what happened in Philly, and I could have lost my life the year before when I got robbed. Like, there's just so many, little incidents that are scare me, and it just makes this not worth doing anymore. Like, it'd be so much easier if I had someone to travel with me, but I mean, the odds of that happening are just so slim. Like, like I said, I need some time to just sit back and kind of reevaluate everything. Like, as much as I enjoy doing this and meeting people, playing games, cosplaying, like, it's not benefiting me as much as something else could. Like, even though I'm good at what I do, I could be better off doing something else right now, I think. Like, it hurts for me to say that because I enjoy doing this so much. And, like, I would enjoy it a lot more if I didn't have to deal with all these other things. If I had a legit sponsorship that could help cover me for more trips than the ones I have, so I didn't have to get put in situations like this. I could have had a hotel room at the event. I could have, traveled comfortably and not have to budget it, and which ended up putting me in this situation. And it's what happens a lot of times. I have to budget it, like, and I mean, essentially that's the only way I'm gonna make any money from it is if I do this. So it's until I actually get like a financial backer of some sort to help support me through this, it's not worth it. Like, I can go back and run my eBay business, and I made freaking way more money than I've ever made with fighting games. And, I mean, it's not fun. I'm just sitting at home, working from my computer all day, but I'm making a really good living and profits. And but I mean, I sacrifice my social life. I sacrifice doing what I enjoy to do something that's incredibly boring. The whole point of me doing this is because I enjoy doing it. I'm not trying to get rich off of this. I'm just trying to, help pull in some money on top of it. And at least not lose money, which I clearly did with this last trip by far. And it's just getting stressful, but I'm gonna take a few weeks to think about everything, and I don't know, like, I'm still kind of grasping at straws, hoping something will present itself if I keep doing this, but I just worry that, like, I'm gonna end up burying myself in a hole I can't get out of, and, like, I'm just, many of you aren't aware of all my health problems and stuff, but, like, I shouldn't be doing this, and I'm really burying myself in a hole physically and mentally by doing all this. But like I said, I'm done ranting for now. I'll sit here and just think about everything, and we'll see where everything goes. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.